And this is the astrological forecast for the sign of Pisces for 2019. Firstly, let me say a big thank you to all my friends, colleagues, clients who are Piscean for the help you've given me in 2018. I don't get a lot of donations, but those that do come in, they pay for the videos that I put up for free each year, and I do try and do as many as I can. So a big thank you to all the people who have helped me. You know who you are. Without you, I couldn't do what I do. So for 2019, folks, I'm going to look at, first of all, at the basic information, so get your diaries ready, and then we'll look at the meaning of what's coming up. The annual Pisces new moon is going to be on the 6th of March this coming year, and it's actually a really nice one. It's conjunct Neptune, sextile Saturn, weekly sextile Pluto, it's conjunct Venus and Mercury. It's an excellent new moon. And for all of you, anything that you begin or start around the 6th of March is going to get that extra 10% to go with it. So yes, it's a really good time to take a few chances at that time. The annual Pisces full moon is on the 14th of September 2019, and that's also in a really good position, very strongly trying to Pluto, sextile to Pluto. So this is also a very good time for any type of forensic or in-depth research work where you're bringing things to the surface. The moons are actually working very well for you this year. Mercury will move into Pisces on the 10th of February this year, but then it will go retrograde. It'll go retrograde on the 5th of March and then stop going retrograde on the 28th of March. So for all of you, the 5th to the 28th of March is really not a good time for making any type of large scale or long-term plans, choices or decisions. Leave any commitments, signatures, contracts, negotiations or permanent agreements until the time from the 28th of March to the 17th of April, when Mercury is in Pisces and moving forward. You'll be glad you did. Venus moves into Pisces over the period of the 26th of March through to the 20th of April, and that's healthy enough. Mars, depending on where you are, if you're living in Australia or the Far East or Africa or Europe, then Mars begins 2019 in Pisces for an hour or two. Mars actually leaves Pisces around 2 a.m. UK time. 21 minutes past 2 UK time on January the 1st. If you're living in the Americas, Mars is in Aries for the new year. So Mars isn't really going to be in Pisces over 2019, apart from the first couple of hours of it, depending on where you are in the world. No big deal. But that brings me to the big boys. All of the outer planets are affecting Pisces significantly. Some of them in quite a challenging way, others in a very positive way. So let's look at the challenges first of all. Neptune is halfway through Pisces. He's been in Pisces 7 years. He's going to be there another 7 years. Over 2019, Neptune is particularly impacting on those Pisceans born around the 6th, certainly the 7th, 8th, 9th of March. And if you're one of these born around the 7th, 8th, 9th of March, then this is not going to be an easy year, I'm sorry to say. It's a year where you can expect elements of fatigue and confusion. If there's any family history of glandular disorder or eyesight problems, go and get it checked out. It's a time where you can expect a degree of uncertainty around how you're moving forward or whom you're trusting. It's a time of nebulousness. Fatigue is the right way to describe this. You're not ill, but you're knackered and exhausted. Not just at the physical, but at the mental level. So if you're born around the 7th, 8th, 9th of March, this is not a good year for doing marathons or punching iron down the gym. It's a year to be sleeping more, taking lots of baths and saunas, eating well, looking after your lifestyle management. Jupiter is also not affecting Pisces in a particularly brilliant way, and particularly those of you born between the 6th and the 15th of March. You're likely to find that much of this coming year has the potential to be a bit larger than life, overreaching and overstretching, a little bit over the top, with mountains made out of molehills and certain people amplifying things out of all proportion, particularly in areas to do with a professional, job, work, career and goals situation. So don't buy into everything. Watch out for hype and spin. Uranus is going to be affecting a few of you in a really positive way. Those of you born around the 19th, 20th, maybe the 21st of February, you're going to be finding that March and April are actually excellent months for you, where there's windows of new opportunity opening and you're going to be able to capitalise on things you started in 2018 and bring them to a successful conclusion. Those of you born from the 21st through to about the 25th of February should have an excellent year from April, May onwards. You're going to find windows of opportunity opening around you for fresh starts and new beginnings, a kind of re-evolution, a chance to begin again in certain ways and to not only recharge your batteries but reboot your soul and to be able to start something in a much more innovative, original, novel and futuristic way. Pluto is smiling on those of you born from, say, the 11th through to the 14th of March. And if you're one of these people, then this year is an absolutely brilliant time in terms of your own personal psychological health and wealth. You're going to be finding that you've got a much greater forensic ability to get to the bottom of things. Your bullshit filters are set to maximum. Your ability for research is excellent. And Saturn is also smiling, especially on those of you born from, say, the 4th through to the 11th of March. You're one of these people who's just going to be getting on with things. You're going to be bringing a sense of solid, steady, stable, down-to-earth, pragmatic and practical attention and focus into the things you're doing at the daily level. Slow, steady growth and expansion here. This is not going to be that difficult a year, apart from those of you whom Neptune is directly affecting, those born around the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, well, 7th, 8th, 9th of March. With the exception of you people, as long as you're going for quality, not quantity, and not overreaching yourself, I see no reason why this shouldn't be a good year for the vast majority of you. As far as 2019 goes, for most of you Pisces, have an opportunistic year.